Hello and welcome. Today I'll be doing a collective reading about what you can expect during the month of August. So if you're interested in this reading, please find yourself relaxed. Take some nice meditative breaths with me. And we're going to hop right into it. Again, my name is Mo. I'm a professional psychic and intuitive. And I'm here to help you, right? So I usually set the intention to help align you with healing joy and the most authentic version of yourself, right? But feel free to take some time to say a prayer of your own. And then I also ask that our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels bless us with the gift of wisdom and discernment so that we may be in alignment with the highest and greatest good. Ashe. But yeah, I'm just going to hop right into it. Hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels, God and the Most High. What information do you have for us regarding the month of August that you would like this collective to hear? A lot of fire energy right off the bat. I'm not sure if you can see this, but we have the Five of Wands in reverse, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Wands in reverse. High Priestess, full card. I like, even before I really dig into the cards, like I'm really getting that somebody is expecting things to be difficult. Somebody is expecting things to be hard. Somebody is expecting there to be competition, right? And I'm just getting that, like, with that expectation, it's funny that now we have a bunch of, like, swords. I'm getting that with that expectation, you can unintentionally manifest it, right? This could be in regards to the Mercury retrograde that we have going on. I am recording this on August 5th, the day after the new moon and the start of Mercury retrograde. But as I'm channeling, I'm just getting somebody here is expecting that things are going to be difficult and hard and challenging because of Mercury retrograde, which is the case. You know what I mean? Mercury retrograde always does come with like challenges because as Mercury pulls its gifts away from us and we have to, use communication and technology and have to support these things on our own, things can become more challenging. But I'm kidding, it's not going to be difficult in the way that we think it's going to be difficult, right? Take that with a grain of salt. That's just something I received in channel right now. Getting into these cards with this Five of Wands in reverse, Three of Wands, Four of Wands. Some of us were trying to manifest a new home, a vacation, a new sense of safety, or familiarity in our neighborhoods, in our lives, right? They're also telling me to think about like Jupiter. And I do know that later on this week, Jupiter will be sextiling off with the sun. Right? And we're looking and we're waiting for this energy to come in, but we don't know where it's going to be coming in from, right? High Priestess full card. And I'm hearing that that's going to be the best for us, right? That we don't know, that it is unexpected, that it is concealed, that it is in secret. Because if we know the facts, or even if it comes through the pipeline the way that we want it to, it is actually going to have that sense of competition, right? Five of Wands in reverse. There is going to be competition and conflict. And because we're expecting that our manifestations are going to have that, we might go looking for that, right? But with this sense of like wonder and newness and secrecy with the High Priestess and the Fool card, our manifestations and the things that we're looking to attract can actually come in with a lot more ease, right? Three of Swords in reverse, Four of Swords in reverse, right? There's like this huge influence of Saturn, right? With this Four of Swords in reverse, where with the Four and Three of Swords, right? Four of Swords in reverse is like no rest, right? Things are difficult. It's hard to rest. It's hard to chill out. Three of Swords in reverse. It's kind of like having the lesson be difficult. And I know that lessons and blessings and challenges and things, somebody's saying repeating fives, can be of significance, and repeating fours as well. We got threes and fours and a five, but I heard repeating fives. That these challenges can actually be challenges, but sometimes the challenges can just be like epiphanies or wisdom or they can actually be like a sense of ease and flow, right? Because they're telling me to flip this Three of Swords upright, where like you gain the wisdom. Yes, there's a disappointment and the heartbreak, but it's not tumultuous, right? It's not Five of Wands in reverse. It's not that like you have to fight and claw. Four Swords in reverse, you're losing sleep. Where there's actually this slow progression of time to the swords, where we reach the end of a landmark, we reach the end of a story, we reach the end of a narrative, and then from that point, we're just able to move on, right? But some of us, like, ooh, this Chariot card in reverse, some of us, we want to learn the lessons the way that we want to learn the lessons. Like, when we see the Chariot card in reverse, sometimes this is a sign that, you know, to loosen the reins and to allow our ancestors, spirit guides, and angels to guide us to the place where we want to be. I'm seeing a moth right outside of my window right now. So, you know, the spiritual significance of a moth could be of significance, right? And this does feel like, in essence, it feels like capitalism. You know what I mean? Or like you have to pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You have to work hard. You have to work difficult to obtain, maintain, and to receive anything. And with this Nine of Wands, many of us, we've grown okay and we've grown to expect that, right? I'm okay with having to work hard. I'm okay with things having to be difficult. But with the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, I'm just getting that not all of us, we want to continue to live in that way. We don't always want that to be our truth. We don't always want that to be the way that we move forward, right? Let me give us some more information or insights. Can we expand upon those messages, right? And just like, as I'm digging into this Page of Pentacles in reverse, we actually want to plug a different seed, plant a different seed, nurture a different seed where life is easy. You know what I mean? Money comes to me easily, effortlessly, and in abundance, right? But that can be applied to anywhere. You know, the relationships of my dreams are easy. They flow. You know what I mean? What else? The career that I'm looking for, it's always looking for me, and people are looking for the opportunity to give me more money, right? And again, we do live on a planet of duality, so there will always be challenges, but the challenges do not have to break your back in, right? The challenges do not have to be awful and grueling and hard. If I do sound a little congested, I apologize. I am recovering from a cold. Oh no. Did y'all see that? I want to know what card that is that just blew my candle out and like ran off of the desk. What else is that you want us to know, please and thank you? This Tower card has been coming up a lot lately. As I'm shuffling these cards, I am using Cirque du Tarot. If you're interested in any of the Oracle cards or tarot decks that I'm using, they can be found in my Amazon storefront. Right? Link to that can be found in the description bar. What else do you have for us? Okay. Interesting. This feels like a reversal. The Eight of Swords in reverse. I'm so sorry. Did not mean to kick that. Eight of Swords in reverse. Nine of Cups in reverse. Two of Wands. The Tower card. The Justice card. You know, I love the Eight of Wands, the Eight of Swords, I'm sorry, in this deck because it's this person that's kind of suspended with this sword in their hand. Can you see it? Excuse me, right? It's kind of reminiscent of the Hangman, right? But the swords are here. But there's this essence of being like tied up in webs and like mentally stuck, right? And there's this mental stuckness with emotional dissatisfaction, right? Two of Wands in reverse. This could be because of something we experienced in the past, or we could be like, I feel like it's kind of hard to shake our reality of this sense of dissatisfaction, of this like, this wish unfulfilled. You know what I mean? I'm hearing depression for somebody, right? There's just this history of this like mentally destabilizing, mentally immobilizing energy. and we don't know how to break things up from that, right? The Tower card, and again, there's this like, there's all this mental energy, and the mental energy is not helping. They're saying that the mental energy is not helping. Like, we're looking for things to do. We're trying to plan. We're trying to learn our way out of this hole, right? But this Tower card is saying it can't be broken up that way. Like, it just has to be like a radical change. And I'm also hearing time. Everything changed. Like, all things are temporary. All structures are temporary. And this Tower card is saying that either we're going to succumb to time and ease up on the mental pressure. And somebody here, you do not have to figure everything out. Again, I'm just getting a huge sense of that, like, somebody's pressed about finding the solution, and the fact that you're looking for the solution is what is making it more difficult. If you can be in a state of receptivity and allowing the universe to bring you the solution in divine timing and walking you through the lessons and the experiences that you need to have, and it just feels like somebody's like living life, right? You just allow people to live life. And they're also pulling me back to Mercury retrograde, where like the information that we receive, it needs to be a lot more like feminine. You know what I mean? Internal, where we're being receptive to information instead of looking for new things to learn, or there's like this outward searching, and it's like, it's a hungry. Somebody's hunger, right? Hungry. Somebody's excited. And this feels like a good hunger, but again, I'm just getting that this retrograde cycle, it feels like it's a call to like sit in a state of receptivity and to pray and to ask for your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels to bring you the things that you need. Right? Justice card in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, Devil card in reverse. This feels like cutting off the relationship that you have with dissatisfaction. Any dissatisfactory like relationships, any dissatisfactory jobs, any dissatisfactory careers, any dissatisfactory habits. They're speaking about it like it's a relationship, and they want me to specifically use the word relationship because at some point in time there was definitely like some symbiosis to it, right? You were getting something out of this friendship, you were getting something out of this job, you were getting something out of this connection, but now you're being led to this point where you're deeply dissatisfied and you're trying to look for a way out. It's like, oh, and you keep trying to like plan things and put things, oh, I need to do this, oh well, if they would just do this, right? I'm getting a bit of control with this Devil card in here. Oh, my coworkers are annoying here, but I just need them to not do that and to do this instead. If they would do this, that's not the point. That's not really it. It could be that this sense of dissatisfaction is actually guiding you to find a new job, to find a new relationship, to interact with this circumstance or this habit in a different way, right? Nine of Swords, Death card. And I think that's the thing. Some of us were afraid to just do something else. To say, I don't want this anymore. I'm going to become a new person. I'm going to act and behave in a radically different way. Right? With this Queen of Wands here. I'm going to change who I am and how I behave. Yeah? This Death card, it's not only a death to the circumstances, a transformation that needs to occur with the circumstances, but I'm getting a transformation in how we find solutions, right? Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and this is something that we can only like learn with time, right? Our coping mechanisms that we used as children and that we use in our teenage years and that we use in our 20s and our 30s and our 40s, so on and so forth, they're all going to have to shift and change, right? Again, all structures are temporary, and there's something about the problem solving, maybe even the critiquing with Mercury retrograding through the sign of Virgo, that just needs to change and be adjusted. Can we get a clear and concise action plan, please? Gotta get a clear and concise action plan. Moon card in reverse, Sun card in reverse. Very, very interesting. Ace of Pentacles, Three of Wands. And look, the Eight of Swords popped up again. Right? This all feels like so like... Do y'all see? I have to show y'all these three cards. right? Because it feels a little daunting. If it feels a little daunting, if I'm being honest, right? Because with this, like, there's these big faces, right? This is the moon card. Get it to focus. Right, we have the moon card, which is in reverse, and we have this big face. This big face of the moon, right? This is in reverse. Then we have the sun card. Another big face, right? Also in reverse. But then we have this Ace of Pentacles, which has this Ace of Pentacles has another big face on it, right? But this is upright. And just what I'm getting from this, with this moon card in reverse, is that there's definitely like emotional overwhelm, right? There's emotional stress, emotional anxiety. And then I need to look at the guidebook. They're telling me to look at the guidebook for this sun card in reverse. Because, like, I don't know if I'm just, like, drawing a blank or what. Again, as I said before, this is Cirque du Tarot. Funny that the moon card is on the front. I'm really drawing a blank with the sun card in reverse. Like, I'm getting a sense that there may be, like, too much of something. Okay, lovely. I even like how it's, like, being presented in this book. The Challenger. Just as the sun can give life, it can also take it away. It can dry up waterways and stop rivers and streams from flowing. It can burn plants, trees, and food. Its heat can make it unbearable to breathe and to be outside for long periods of time. In this aspect, the sun is a suffocating presence, feeling more like a punisher than a joyful liberator. Life can seem hard when the sun is out of power. Your energy may be lacking, your focus may be waning, and you may have lost the hope you had when the sun first peeked through the storm clouds. When the energy of the sun turns upside down, it is best to find somewhere to hunker down and to wait for the intensity to wane. Take that as it resonates. With these two cards here, I do know that we have a lot of planets going through retrograde. I still do believe that, like, Neptune and Saturn are also in retrograde. Mercury's going into retrograde. And I'm not sure if it's like Uranus or Jupiter that's going to go into retrograde later on this month as well. But intuitively, I'm getting that this is about the celestial, like, bodies, like the planets pulling away their support, again, as Mercury retrograde is doing. Once they pull away our support, what seeds do we plant? What are we investing in? What is it that we do? And even this person, they seem alone. You know what I mean? And there's just a lesson to be learned about how we invest. How do we spend our time, right? Look at this card. It's such a beautiful card. How do we spend our time? What is it we decide to do with our time? And how are the seeds that we're planting? How are the efforts? How are the things that we put our hands and our energy into? How are they blooming and growing when we do not have the support of these celestial bodies, right? That's what I'm getting from that. Right? Because I'm getting that sometimes we have a lot of support from the stars, the moons, and the planets. But when that effort is taken away, you know what I mean? Sometimes we begin to attract and manifest things that we do not actually want. Right? We do not actually want. So I'm getting that this is a call to be specific about our desires. Be specific about what it is that we want to manifest. Right? Devil card, 8 of Swords in reverse. This is not manifesting from a place of mental anguish or frustration or stress or obsession or, fixation on these Venusian things like fame and money and success. And all of these things are great, right? There's nothing wrong with these things. But when we obsess over them and we try to call them in from a place of obsession and not a place of fulfillment and service, right? Where those things are what we receive because we we serve not only ourselves but others, you know what I mean? We may walk into a place where we're actually exhausted, or we may exhaust ourselves. Right, my loves? There's like Ace of Cups in reverse. Like this emotional dissatisfaction because we're chasing something. We're chasing something, we're chasing something, we're chasing something. There's this chasing sensation. I have to have it, right? And I have to figure it out. But when we're able to, again, sit in that receptive energy and allow the Most High to figure it out for us, or to not chase so crazily, I wonder, or at least what I'm hearing is like we're going to be able to see what manifests on its own. And want me to get a few more cards. I feel like I'm a little all over the place. So let me know if this message is resonating, right? These messages might not resonate with all people. All parts of the message may not resonate because I feel like I'm kind of bouncing all over the walls. Anything else you would like to put on our radar? 10 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Wands. But this energy of exhaustion continues to come up. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Right? Again, somebody feels like they don't have enough time. They keep saying the same things, right? They let me know I'm on the right track. 2 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, right? Somebody's building a relationship with not having enough. Oh, there's not enough time. Right? And then they burn and they chase. And then like we're chasing the right things. I'm getting that we're chasing the right things, just maybe not in a way that's helpful or useful. 10 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Wands. We're standing up to the challenge in a way that exhausts us, right? And now is the time for us to pay attention to this message and to get really specific again about how we spend our time. They're just showing me that Ace of Pentacles again. Okay. How do y'all feel about this setup? I like this setup. I'm going to move on to the Oracle cards now. I like this setup, but I was playing around with the lights, and I'm just not feeling these glares from the lights, but let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Right? Okay, let's get some Oracle cards. Let's get some Oracle cards and see what those things have to say. Again, this is the Cirque du Tarot. You can find a link to that in the description bar. And I do also want to say, if you're interested in learning tarot, you can join me over on Patreon, where I am teaching a tarot course. The tarot course is $12.22 a month, or $12.12 a month. I will upload at least one video a month, sometimes two, but for the most part, I've committed myself to one. And we go deep, okay? We go into the history of the tarot, how tarot came to be, each of the tarot cards, how to read the tarot, and later on we will also be digging into how to heighten your intuitive gifts to make you a more advanced, or at the very least, intermediate tarot reader. But hello, ancestors, spirit guides, and angels. What oracle card do we have for the collective? From the Sacred Creators Oracle card deck. You the Muse, 03. What do you really want? Hasn't that been coming up? We got 3, 27, 9, 12, back to 3. What do you really want? Again, what do you really want? This is for somebody. Stop trying to manifest things or attract things out of like running away from the things that you do not want. If you need an example, you know what I mean? I don't want to be poor. I don't want to live in the hood. Right? So you go and get a job so that you can have money so that you can like go live in a different neighborhood. Right? Instead of I would love to live in a city. I would love to live by the beach. Right? Now you're going to go look for a job that's not only going to give you the money to support living by a beach, or maybe that's even like local or nearby a beach. You know what I mean? So now the things that you're searching and you're attracting and you're trying to work for, they're actually pulling you closer in alignment to what you do want instead of just getting away from what you don't want. But let's go to You the Muse. Essential meaning: finding your rhythm, showing off your talents and your light, creative inspiration, embodying your creator spirit, playful abandon, fertility, abundance, nurturing your projects and your people, trusting your inspiration process. The self-care message: being overly dramatic, acting like a diva, unrealistic expectations, the inability to find your muse within, wrongly believing that you are not creative enough, entertaining enough, or attractive enough to inspire others or to find success. It's time for you to fully embody your own variety of creativity and light, and to become a bona fide muse. Living in inspiration is a lifestyle choice that you can make. Muse energy is infectious, radiant, luminous, bright. When was the last time you felt this way? Surround yourself with things, work, and people that inspire you and step into your role as the muse of your own life. It is necessary now. You must not avoid the limelight of potential if you want to shine, grow, expand, and connect with future success. Know that you are inspiration itself. You are a creator. You know exactly what it is that makes your spirit smile. And you organize and you recognize, and you recognize what lights you up. So you can choose to live smack dab in the center of that light. Become a living muse. Decide to showcase your talents and to take your place on stage. Yes, you. Step into this expansive muse energy. Stepping into this expansive muse energy will stoke the fires of inspiration, not only for yourself, but for others as well. Turn on the spotlight of possibility, sweet creator. And then the journaling or meditation prompts are, not sure if you can see those. If I could get it into focus. Focus, please. Focus, please. I feel like this is about as focused as I'm about to get. What lights you up right now? When you make a list of people you admire, what is it about them that you adore? What are they doing that makes your soul sing? Do they have anything in common with one another and with the potential that you recognize within yourself? Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'll leave these out just so you can divine your own messages from those. I'm now going to get some money and career cards. Let me see, because I like the ambience of the blue. But I kind of wish the view was clear. Let me know if y'all like this better. Get some money and career oracle cards, please and thank you. Okay. Okay, connection. So I'm getting a huge point that somebody's like relying on themselves, or at the very least, not trying to build their connection. Teamwork makes the dream work. Allowing others to share their talents and skills with you will help your career and your business grow further. We also have conflict. Be careful with whom you deal with anything related to your finances. There could be some misunderstandings with someone about money. If it don't apply, let it fly. And we got North Star, but it popped up in reverse. You're facing the future with excitement as you follow your dreams and embrace your passions in life. You are now directed to your life's purpose. Again, with just the rest of the energy that came out of this reading, make sure you're doing it with excitement. Facing your future with excitement and follow your dreams. And again, not your fears. I'm going to get some love notes from the universe and then a card from the herbology or astrology deck. And then we'll close out this reading. again. Please hit that thumbs up button if you're getting any value out of this video. Drop some messages in the comment section about what's resonating, and feel free to subscribe because I will do this at the top of every month. And also check out my offerings on Patreon, right? I do offer, if you want to get this at the beginning of the month, because my Patreon subscribers, they do get this reading at the very start of the month. Access to the tarot class, or even to some more woo-woo and witchy stuff. All of that can be found on Patreon. Yeehaw! When it comes to choosing who you will be in your life, I recommend valuing their yeehaw quality above all others. Have it your way. Special orders don't upset us. The universe. I love these cards, right? This is, again, getting very specific about everything that you want, but I'm also getting with this card, like, choosing to partner with people who chase the things that they love, right? And if you're chasing what you love and they chase what they love and y'all stay aligned together, that's really a divine union, right? No two flowers are the same, yet all are beautiful in their own way. Comparisons are odious because they presume all other things are equal, which is never the case between me and you, the universe. I really like these cards. That one feels really good. I've never seen that one before. There isn't a soul on the planet who doesn't crave your approval. The only difference between a friend and a foe is that you've decided where love can grow. Ho, the universe. I'm thinking about a different type of hoe, but they're talking about like the hoe. You know what I mean? Where you pay attention to where things are growing. And then I'll get one card from the Herbology Oracle deck. Okay, there's a bunch that jumped out here, but we're gonna go with this one. Blessing Sage. It's number 6. Okay. Upright. Upright. Pure blessings, purification, invocation, sacred gift, spiritual cleansing, reassembling emotional body, mystical sight. Reversed. Unable to receive. Again, that we're talking about being able to receive. Emotional narcissism, escapism, invalidation, inner division, lack of willpower, and unhappiness. And the astrological ruler are Moon and Jupiter. Guidance. Sage, like the Moon card in the tarot, is the great portal to the river of life. The silver light of Sage grants us the power of insight while we navigate the darkest hours. The lunar powers of Sage remind us to look inward to receive visionary insight from spirit. Don't get overly consumed by the emotional interplay. Allow it to pass like the clouds. Draw upon the inner reserves of your psyche to navigate darkness and to become keenly aware of what is causing inner disturbances, fears, and unhappiness. The initiation you are undergoing, although unfamiliar, is a great blessing. Feel yourself cease and reassemble as you break illusions to unearth hidden truths. Surrender. Don't stand in your own way. Allow the silvery white light of Sage to shatter illusions as you undergo a great awakening. This was a really great card. This one is just like, it was a really good reminder of some of the stuff I was speaking about earlier, right? Where like I feel like we're not going to be afraid, or the lesson for the month of August is being able to sit and to receive and check in with our inner guidance, and not always looking for outside validation or outside tools or outside resources. The things that we're looking for can actually be found within us. Or at the very least, by setting a prayer, saying a prayer and an intention that your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels, that they deposit the right idea, the right tools, the right skills, the right connections into your life, and then we don't have to do that work ourselves, right? Um, just an activity that's coming through right now. Um, if it don't apply, let it fly. But I think it would be very helpful if you resonate with this, especially this last message, to journal what type of life you want to live, right? Create a new self concept, the type of life that you want to live, and read it every night before you go to bed, right? And then also saying a prayer, asking your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels to deliver the right ideas to you before you go to bed. And if you're a dreamer, keeping a dream journal, or just doing it before meditation and taking note of anything that comes your way, right? Any ideas, anything that drops into your imagination, and maybe even doing the morning pages. Right, my loves? Okay, but that's all I have for us. Please thank your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels for allowing me to deliver these messages to you. This was a joy. This was a pleasure. Thanks for spending this time with me. And until next time, this is XMO. Bye bye.